Ladies and gentlemen, leadership is not a title, it is a responsibility, a calling to serve others and lead them towards something greater than themselves. The true essence of leadership is found in the example you set, not the position you hold. It is about making a difference in the lives of others, guiding them with wisdom, compassion, and strength, and inspiring them to become the best versions of themselves. If you desire to be the leader everyone looks up to, you must first understand that leadership begins from within. The foundation of true leadership is integrity. Integrity is the bedrock upon which trust is built. When people look to you as a leader, they need to know that your word is your bond. It is easy to be a leader when things are going well, but real leadership shines through when no one is watching, when there is no reward in sight, and when the pressure is on. It is in those moments that your integrity will be tested, and it is in those moments that your leadership will either stand firm or crumble. Lead with integrity, doing what is right because it is right, not because it is easy or because anyone is watching. This is what inspires others to follow because they know they can trust you. They know your actions match your words. But leadership is not just about what you do, it is about what you inspire others to do. A great leader doesn't simply give orders, they empower those around them. Leadership is not about making others feel small so that you can feel important. It is about lifting others up, helping them realize their potential, and creating an environment where they can thrive. The true leader is the one who sees the greatness in others and works tirelessly to draw it out. They understand that when those around them succeed, the entire team succeeds. When you empower others, you not only make them better, but you elevate your leadership to greater heights. Because you are creating an army of leaders, each one inspired and equipped to fulfill their own unique purpose. A true leader is also a visionary. Leaders are not confined by the present, they look to the future. They understand their purpose and they move forward with clarity and direction, never losing sight of the mission at hand. A leader who lacks vision will eventually lose their way, and so will those who follow them. But a leader with a clear vision can lead others through the storms and challenges, knowing that the goal is worth the journey. Your vision is what gives people something to strive towards, something to believe in. Be a leader who does not simply react to what happens around them, but one who anticipates, who plans, and who leads others toward the promise of a better tomorrow. However, leadership is not about power or prestige, it is about responsibility. Leadership comes with a heavy weight, the weight of responsibility for the well-being, growth, and success of those you lead. It is not about using your position for personal gain, but about making sacrifices for the greater good. True leadership is not convenient, it is challenging, it is demanding, and it requires you to put the needs of others before your own. It requires you to take ownership even when things go wrong. A leader who shies away from responsibility is not leading, they are merely managing. Be the kind of leader who embraces the responsibility of their role, knowing that the success of others is a direct reflection of your commitment to their growth and to the mission at hand. And lastly, the greatest leaders lead with compassion. Leadership without compassion is cold and disconnected. The world doesn't need more leaders who simply have power, they need leaders who care. A compassionate leader understands that leadership is about service, not dominance. It is about meeting people where they are, understanding their struggles, and offering support, encouragement, and love. Leadership is not about being above others, but about walking beside them, offering a hand to lift them up when they fall. When people see that you genuinely care about their well-being, that you are not just concerned with your own success, but with theirs as well, they will follow you not because of your position, but because of your heart. The world is looking for leaders who will rise above the noise, who will lead with integrity, who will empower others, who will hold the vision of a better future, who will embrace responsibility, and who will lead with compassion. If you want to be the leader everyone looks up to, then start by leading yourself first. Lead by example, and let your life be a reflection of the principles you stand for. The world needs leaders who will inspire, guide, and uplift, and I believe you can be that leader. Lead with purpose, lead with vision, lead with love, and watch as others follow you, not because they have to, but because they want to. To lead with integrity is to understand that leadership is more than just a title, it is a sacred responsibility. Integrity is the foundation upon which every successful leader builds their influence, their character, and their legacy. Integrity is not something that can be faked or borrowed. It must be cultivated from within. It is about standing firm in what is right, even when it's not convenient, when it's difficult, and when the world around you may seem to say otherwise. A leader who leads with integrity sets a standard for others to follow, one that is grounded in honesty, truth, and a deep sense of responsibility. In every decision you make as a leader, integrity should be the driving force. When you are faced with choices, especially those that come with pressure or temptation, the easy route may often seem to offer immediate reward, but the road paved with integrity may not always be the path of least resistance. It is in those moments that your true leadership is tested. Integrity means doing the right thing when no one is watching. It means being consistent, whether you are on the stage or behind the scenes. Integrity means that your words match your actions, and your actions reflect the values that you claim to uphold. Integrity also empowers others to do the same. When you lead with integrity, you create a culture of honesty, transparency, and accountability. People will look to you not just for direction, but for inspiration. They will see in you a model of how they can lead with integrity in their own lives, whether in their personal relationships, in their work, or in their community. The power of a leader who stands firmly on the foundation of integrity is that they influence the hearts and minds of others. They do not lead with force or coercion, but with the quiet strength of a leader who knows their purpose and is not swayed by the opinions of others. A leader who leads with integrity also understands the importance of accountability. Integrity is not just about standing up for what is right, but also about taking responsibility when things go wrong. It's about being willing to admit mistakes, to learn from them, and to take the necessary steps to make things right. Leadership is not about perfection, it's about progress, and it's about the willingness to own up to your actions, even when it means humbling yourself before those you lead. When you take responsibility, you show others that integrity isn't just a set of ideals, it's a practice, a way of life, and a commitment to doing right by others, no matter the circumstances. When you lead with integrity, you lead with the kind of strength that doesn't need to be shouted from the rooftops or recognized by the world. It is a quiet strength that resonates in the hearts of those who follow you. It is the strength of consistency, of humility, and of courage. The impact of a leader who leads with integrity can transform lives, inspire greatness, and leave a lasting legacy that echoes far beyond their time. To lead with integrity is to lead with the fullness of your character, knowing that true leadership begins within. And it is through this integrity that you will empower others to rise up, stand strong, and lead with honor. To empower others is one of the greatest acts of leadership you can perform. It is not simply about giving people the tools to succeed, but about instilling in them the belief that they are capable of achieving greatness. Empowering others is about helping them realize their own potential, unlocking the gifts and talents within them, and providing them with the confidence to step into their own power. As a leader, your role is not to be the one who stands in front of the crowd taking all the credit for success. Your role is to stand behind the scenes, helping others rise and grow. When you empower others, you are essentially giving them the permission to believe in themselves. So often, people limit themselves because they have never been encouraged to think bigger, to see the possibilities beyond their circumstances. Too many people walk through life feeling as though they are less than, trapped in their limitations. They look at their challenges, their mistakes, and their flaws, and they allow these things to define them. But as a leader, when you choose to empower someone, you help them redefine their narrative. You show them that their value is not determined by their past mistakes or present struggles, but by the immense potential that lies within them. The power of empowerment lies in the ability to see greatness in someone before they even see it in themselves. It is about looking at the potential in others and encouraging them to step into it. A true leader doesn't wait for others to come to them for help. They actively seek out ways to lift others up. It is about taking the time to mentor, to guide, to listen to the dreams and struggles of others, and then offering the wisdom, encouragement, and direction they need to move forward. Empowering others means giving them the tools they need to succeed, not just the practical tools, but the mental tools, the emotional resilience, and the spiritual strength. It means providing them with the knowledge, skills, and opportunities to grow while simultaneously encouraging them to believe in their own capacity to succeed. It means helping them develop the courage to take risks, to step out of their comfort zone, and to push past the boundaries they have set for themselves. Empowerment is about providing the kind of leadership that inspires, motivates, and strengthens the will of those you lead. It is about turning their "I can't" into "I can," their "I'm not sure" into "I will," and their doubts into confidence. Empowering others also means giving them a sense of ownership over their success. A leader who empowers does not seek to control or micromanage, but instead provides the space for others to take ownership of their own growth. When people feel they are in control of their own destiny, they are more motivated, more focused, and more committed to achieving their goals. Empowerment is not about taking credit for someone else's success, but about celebrating it with them. It is about creating an environment where people feel they can make decisions, take responsibility, and drive their own success, knowing that you are there to offer guidance and support along the way. True empowerment builds a legacy that extends beyond your own influence. When you empower others, you are not simply creating followers, you are creating leaders. You are planting seeds in others that will grow, not just for today, but for generations to come. The most successful leaders are those who leave behind a legacy of empowered individuals, people who were once uncertain, but who now stand tall, capable and confident, ready to pass on the gift of empowerment to others. Empowerment is not just about lifting someone up temporarily, it is about equipping them to rise and stand on their own, no matter what challenges may come their way. When you empower others, you demonstrate the greatest form of leadership: selflessness. It is not about your own glory, but about the impact you can have on the lives of others. It is about understanding that the success of those you lead is a reflection of your own leadership. The more you empower others, the more you inspire a ripple effect that extends far beyond your immediate circle. You create a culture of growth, of possibility, and of self-belief, and in doing so, you become a force that shapes the future in powerful, lasting ways. To embody vision and purpose is to live a life with intentionality, to walk with clarity in the direction of your destiny, and to inspire others to do the same. Every individual is born with a purpose and innate calling that lies deep within them, waiting to be discovered. However, far too many people go through life without ever fully understanding the power of vision or the significance of purpose. They wander aimlessly, reacting to circumstances instead of creating opportunities, and in doing so, they miss the greatness that lies within their reach. But when you have a clear vision and a strong sense of purpose, you begin to live differently. You move with confidence, and your steps are guided by something greater than just personal ambition. You move in alignment with a divine plan, a higher calling, and nothing can stop you from fulfilling that destiny. Vision is not just a vague idea or wishful thinking. It is the ability to see beyond your current circumstances, to imagine what could be, and to visualize your life in its fullest expression. Vision allows you to see what others cannot, to perceive the unseen, and to pursue it with all your heart. Without vision, people perish not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. When you lack vision, you are stuck in a place of limitation, unable to move forward or reach your full potential. But when you have vision, it becomes your driving force. It propels you out of complacency and into action. It pulls you forward when obstacles arise and keeps you grounded when challenges seem overwhelming. To embody vision and purpose means to live with a deep understanding of why you are here and what you are meant to do. It means making decisions based on the long-term picture, not the short-term pleasures. It means staying committed to the journey even when it gets difficult, because you know that the end goal is worth the sacrifice. It means having the courage to walk in your truth, to stand firm in your beliefs, and to take bold action even when others may not understand your path. It means being willing to sacrifice temporary comfort for lasting impact. When you embody vision and purpose, you become a force for change. You inspire those around you to see the potential in themselves, to move beyond their fears, and to take action toward their own dreams. You show them that living with purpose is not just a lofty ideal, it is a practical, everyday reality that can be achieved with the right mindset and determination. Your life becomes a living testimony to the power of vision and purpose, and others look to you for guidance and inspiration. To embody vision and purpose is to refuse to be distracted by the temporary things of this world. It is to rise above the noise and the chaos and to stay focused on the higher calling that you have been given. When you know your purpose, you don't waste time chasing after things that will not fulfill you. You don't get caught up in the comparisons, the doubts, or the negative voices that try to pull you away from your path. Instead, you stay true to the vision God has placed in your heart, trusting that as you move forward, everything you need will be provided. Every challenge, every setback is simply a stepping stone on the way to fulfilling your divine assignment. To be a true leader, one must embrace responsibility in all its forms. Leadership is not a mere title or a position, it is a role that demands your full commitment, unwavering dedication, and an understanding of the profound impact your actions have on others. Responsibility is the foundation upon which effective leadership is built. It is the understanding that every decision you make, every action you take affects not only you but also those who look to you for guidance. Leadership is not about taking credit when things go well, it is about owning the outcomes, good or bad, and leading with the maturity to learn, grow, and adapt. When you embrace responsibility, you do so with the understanding that it is not a burden, but a privilege. It is the opportunity to influence lives, to shape futures, and to direct others toward their greatest potential. Leaders who avoid responsibility are not truly leading, they are merely managing. Management is about maintaining the status quo, but leadership requires you to be accountable for the direction, growth, and success of those you lead. Embracing responsibility means taking full ownership of the mission you are on. It is about being the one who rises to the occasion when challenges arise, even when it feels uncomfortable or uncertain. True leaders do not shift blame when things go wrong. They do not look for excuses or point fingers at others. They understand that leadership is about accountability, about taking responsibility for the mistakes and shortcomings and working tirelessly to find solutions. When you lead, you must accept the weight of responsibility, knowing that it will sometimes require sacrifices, extra effort, and tough decisions. But it is these very sacrifices that forge your character as a leader and earn the trust and respect of those you lead. There will be moments when the weight of responsibility feels overwhelming. The path may not always be clear and the burdens may feel heavy, but this is where true leadership is born. A great leader does not shy away from difficult decisions, nor do they look for shortcuts. They understand that their decisions have the power to shape the destiny of others, and they take that responsibility seriously. In those moments, leadership is tested not by how easy things are, but by how committed you are to seeing the journey through, no matter the obstacles. When you embrace responsibility, you are committing yourself to a higher standard of service and selflessness. You are committing to the growth and success of others, to making decisions that benefit not just yourself, but the collective. A leader who embraces responsibility will rise above challenges and inspire others to do the same. They will show others that leadership is not about avoiding responsibility, but about stepping into it with confidence, strength, and the unwavering belief that every challenge is an opportunity for growth and transformation. In the end, it is responsibility that will define your leadership. It will shape how others view you, how they trust you, and how they follow you. So when you take up the mantle of leadership, remember that you are taking on the responsibility of guiding others, of ensuring that every step taken is one that leads toward a better future for everyone involved. Leadership is not easy, but the rewards of embracing responsibility are immeasurable. It is through your responsibility that you will inspire greatness, build lasting legacies, and leave a positive mark on the lives of those you serve. To lead with compassion and empathy is to lead with the heart. It is to recognize that the people you are entrusted to lead are not just followers or employees, but human beings with dreams, struggles, hopes, and fears. Too often, we get caught up in the tasks, the deadlines, and the demands of leadership, focusing solely on results and performance. We can become so focused on the destination that we forget about the journey, the emotional, mental, and spiritual journey that everyone around us is on. True leadership begins with understanding, with compassion, and with the ability to step into someone else's shoes and feel what they feel. Compassion in leadership means that you see beyond the external facade of a person. You see their potential, their struggles, their emotions, and their unique experiences. It means that you are willing to invest not just in their productivity, but in their well-being, understanding that when you care for them as individuals, you elevate their ability to perform. When someone feels seen and heard, they are more motivated, more committed, and more willing to go the extra mile. They know that their leader isn't just concerned with what they can do for the team, but is genuinely concerned with their growth, their challenges, and their personal well-being. Empathy, the ability to feel and understand what others are going through, is an integral part of compassionate leadership. When you lead with empathy, you are not just hearing words, you are feeling emotions. You are connecting with people at a deeper level than what they simply say. You are able to put yourself in their position, not from a place of judgment, but from a place of understanding. When someone comes to you with a problem, do you listen without rushing to offer a solution? Or do you take the time to truly hear them, to understand their pain, their struggle, and their fears? Empathy gives you the ability to understand where others are coming from, to see the world through their eyes, and to respond with care and concern. It helps you connect with your team, your community, or those you lead on a level that goes beyond the surface. Compassion and empathy in leadership also create trust. When people feel that their leader genuinely cares about them, they are more likely to follow that leader, not because of authority or fear, but because they believe in the leader's intention. Trust is built when a leader consistently shows up with a heart of empathy, when they prove that they are more concerned with the welfare of their people than with their own advancement. When you lead with compassion, you create a culture of openness where people are willing to share their challenges, their hopes, and their dreams. They know they are not just a number or a task on a list. They are valued, they are seen, and they are cared for. To lead with compassion and empathy is to embody a higher standard of leadership, one that is not driven by ego or personal gain, but by the genuine desire to see others succeed and thrive. It requires humility, the willingness to listen, the patience to understand, and the strength to lift others up even when they are struggling. It is not always easy. It requires emotional resilience, self-awareness, and a deep commitment to serve others. But the rewards of compassionate leadership are immeasurable. When you lead with empathy and compassion, you create a legacy that goes beyond the task completed and the goals achieved. You create a legacy of people who are empowered, who feel valued, and who are inspired to lead with the same compassion that you have shown them. True leadership is about impact. It's not about how many people follow you, it's about how many people you empower, uplift, and inspire. Compassion and empathy are the foundation of a leadership style that will leave a lasting imprint on the lives of those you lead. And when you lead with compassion, you not only transform the lives of others, you transform yourself. Leaders, remember that your role is not just to guide, direct, or manage. It is to inspire, uplift, and truly connect with the people who look to you for direction, support, and guidance. When you lead with compassion and empathy, you create a space where others feel valued, heard, and respected, where they know they matter. Your influence becomes a beacon of light, illuminating not just tasks or objectives, but the hearts and minds of those you lead. And through that influence, lives are transformed, challenges are overcome, and greatness is achieved. So let us strive to be the kind of leaders who lead from the heart, who inspire with our compassion, who truly care for those under our care, and who leave a legacy of love, support, and empowerment. May we be the leaders that everyone looks up to, the ones who make a real difference in the lives of those we lead. Lead with compassion, lead with empathy, and watch as the people around you blossom and become everything they were meant to be.